All right. Sorry for clearing my throat. Hi, everyone. It is me, Serena Sakino, or Serena Kemble, Sailor Moon, whatever you know me by. Fucking there it goes, fogging up. Shit. Hold on. Here we go. Sorry about that. All right. Hi. It's me, Serena Sakino, or Serena Kemble, Sailor Moon. And I'm making this live stream as a back makeup for the one I made earlier. Because the one I made earlier, there was a mistake that was made. We thought that we were out of the shooter. We didn't think that anyone was going to really see anything, and sadly, they saw something, and we took the film down. So we don't have to worry about that film taking, with us getting flagged for that stream when that stream is now down now. So anyway, I know I'm need be not gonna get all the folks that I got in the first time around back. But it is what it is. All right, sorry for clearing my throat. Hello, welcome back. Well, I had to take the first live stream down because we did something in it that we thought that we weren't being filmed. All right. We thought that we were far away from the shooter, but sadly it was getting picked up. And anyone out there, someone else might have seen that film, watched to that, and then said, oh, well, I got something to flag now. Well, the live stream has been taken down, and that mistake would never ever happen again. It says, welcome back. What do you do for a living? Well, you asking me or Dwayne? Because if you're asking Dwayne, he doesn't work full-time or half-time. All right. So a lot of folks who are followers of my show wonder, and you're wondering if you're hearing anything in the background. That's a fan going on in the background right now. That's what we were putting up when YouTube came in or whatever. So, well, let's just say that I am the fighter of right. That I am the fighter of love and right, Sailor Moon. That enough be said. A sailor fighter. I know being a sailor fighter, isn't something that you can put down on a worksheet and say, hey, here's my work yesteryear. Here's all the things I did. Oh, I had many things, but knowing me being a meatball head, I'm usually either getting to work late. If everyone knows how it was for me getting to learn late back in the day, you know how getting to learn late was. Getting fired many times. And I think, well, if I'm going to be the young Queen Serenity of New Heaven one day, who needs to have a full-time or half-time work? I mean, that's a dumb mindset to have, I know. Forgive me. Hello, Serena. My name's Serena, all right? It's Serena Victoria Kemble in the Deep world. In the Cloverway world, it is Serena Usagi Sakino. So if you want to say what my middle name was in the Cloverway world, then you're right. A lot of folks out there always get my name misled. A lot of folks are like, oh, well, that was your first name in your Toei work in between 92 YL. And they'd say, oh, well, and they would say, yeah, but in the Deep world and the Cloverway world, which I'm from, which my name was Serena Victoria Kemble. But in the Cloverway world, my name was Serena Usagi Sakino. All right, that was my middle name. You're half right with that. I'll give you that. And if you want to You want to have a fight over, oh, what's the right name to call me? Well, the Smiley books, or I should say the Scholastic books, I guess I should say, they called me Bunny. So if you want to if you want to get angry or irked over Usagi, Serena, Victoria, or Bunny, go right ahead. You know, I understand. I'm sorry, Sailor Moon. It's all right. You're forgiven. But I deal with folks all the time who, yeah, there might have been younger folks who may never seen a Deke or Cloverway or even Pioneer or whatever Pathseeker Sailor Moon. Those who never saw the Renaissance Atlantic Entertainment Sailor Moon, how could you? Giving to New Birth West Sea Glee Sailor Moon didn't come out until like what? The 8th month of last year. So there could be a lot of forgiveness for why some folks wouldn't know in the Deke and Cloverway world, and even Pioneers world or Pathseekers world, my name was Serena. Only in the Toonmaker Sailor Moon was my name Victoria, and yes, in the Toei and Viz world, my name is Usagi. But for folks who happen to have seen the Deke and Cloverway Sailor Moon, I don't know what their forgiveness would be. Would it be, oh, I hated the Deacon Cloverway Sailor Moon so much that I want to cast everything and make it be that one? Like, they're shifting names around, Well, that's what I do. When I watched my Viz work, which I watch it sometimes, I shift the names from the Deacon Cloverway world. But at the end of the day, I like the Deacon Cloverway Sailor Moon first. The Viz Sailor Moon is too different. Now, some folks in the Sailor Moon followership might not like that. They might, think that you're not a true Sailor Moon follower unless you like that one. Hello, everyone. Hi, Serena. Hi, Usagi. It's me, Serena. It's all right. No need to worry about being late. I've been late for everything since between 92. Why, I've been late getting home. I've been late getting to learn. Hell, and if that was still going on, I'd be late getting to work. So yeah, no need to be sorry. If you're anything like me, Usagi, the one thing we both have the same is, we're both yellow haired. We both shapeshift into Sailor Moon, and we're both late for everything. So it's all right. Now, first off, a lot of folks want to know why do some folks hate? Why do I love the Deke and Cloverway Sailor Moon? That's what I'm going to tell you. Everyone has their beliefs to why they hate the Deke and Cloverway Sailor Moon, but why I like it. One, because that was the first Sailor Moon that anyone in the English-speaking world saw. I mean, yeah, if you were in the Settled Land, if you were in the Settled Land or the 4-1 Rikes, yeah, you got to see that was the one. If you were in England or the Southern Land in New Zealand we'll say Highland and he's an Irish land because they do speak English there too. Most likely that was the Sailor Moon you saw. And when I think of Sailor Moon, that's what I think of. That one, those ones first. The Viz one, that's like the third out of the three. Now I like the Deke, Cloverway, and Viz Sailor Moon. You're not going to hear too many Sailor. You're not going to listen. There are not going to be too many Sailor Moon followers out there that will say that. Either they like Deke and Cloverway or they hate that Sailor Moon. Or they love the Viz one or they don't. Now, at the end of the day, I don't really care which offshoot of the show that you like. All right? And that's not a big deal for me. What is a big deal is the hatred of my show, or how some of my followership of my show have a hatred towards others. And I'll tell you how it happened. All right, it said, Sailor Moon, do you like to drink? No, I don't like to drink. Sorry. I don't drink beer or Earl or anything like that. Anyway, how did it all happen? Oh, well, there was this belief going, if you like Deke or Cloverway Sailor Moon, you weren't a true Sailor Moon follower. That the true Sailor Moon followers loved the Toei work back in the day. Or we should say the true Sailor Moon followers now love the Viz work back in the day now. And I'm not going to say you're right or wrong for what offshoot of my show you like. You know? So there, I got that done. Now let's read everything we got so far in my shout out box. It goes, welcome back. A Michael Jackson followership goes, what do you do for a living? Sailor Moon Michael Jackson followership says, I ask you. Then someone called Grace Dean goes, hello, soggy Sailor Moon. Oh, I understand. I'm sorry, Sailor Moon. I think that this the Deke Glee one, so not the first saga of Sailor Moon. At least that's what I take it. Hello, everyone. Sorry I late. So do you like beer, Earl, Sailor Moon? No. So no, I don't. I hopefully got all those things answered. Now, I did make some folks overseers of my shout out box. And I hope they don't go crazy and start, locking and hushing and timing out and flagging everyone. Because you'll go on some shout out boxes, which I live streams. I talked in my film earlier, if anyone is here, about how you'll be on a live stream, you'll be doing something in the shout out box, and then you'll get hushed or locked or timed out or flagged. And the one doing the live stream isn't doing shit. But the truth is, you knew they were talking with their overseer some way, telling them, oh, hush them, hush this fellow, lock this fellow, time out this fellow, flag this fellow. Does Salem, it said Sailor Moon back. Yeah, I do back Borderland. I do back Borderland. Now, anyway, a lot of folks out there are also going to wonder, what's next for me? Well, Sailor Moon Cosmo. Well, Cosmos is a Hellenish borrowed word, so the English word would be room. It's coming next. But the first one's going to be, I'm going to say the 6th month, the 9th, and the 6th month, the 30th. So instead of having both of them back to back, you get one on one day and on another day. So one in the beginning of the month, and one at the end of the month. And then after that, I think that's it for all my drawing shows and drawing films. I don't really think they'll be doing anything else with that anymore. I think mostly after that, that's going to be the end of anything Toei does with that. Or anything Viz does with that, I think. So that's about it. Oh, they're going to probably still be all those, there's going to be all those Sailor Moon song plays. Those are still going to be a thing. They'll never ever, they'll still do those, I would think. And all those other things. But I think as far as the drawing shows and the drawing films go, I think that's going to be it. Until they go to the 40-year day or the 50-year day, then they'll probably end up doing something. But I wish there were follow-ups. I wish that my show would have follow-ups. Why did it have to end with 5 followings if you're tracking Toei and Viz? 4 if you're tracking Deke and Cloverway, which I never understood why that was. And someone might say, oh, because Naiko Takiguchi could only wanted to draw and write 5 followings of books. Well, there's no grounds to why Toei couldn't make other followings that, hadn't that weren't offshooting from the books at all, that were standalones, means they didn't foster anything from the books, if they wanted to. And then there's also PGSM, the live show of my show, which was done from 2003 YL to 2004 YL, which never saw the light of day beyond Dawnland, and got written into many speeches, but no one ever really got the rights to work with any of it. And one time when I brought up why PGSM never got any of its English work, someone said, yes, it did. Well, someone did something. Let me go look at this and see what happened. It said, well, first off, I fight for love and right. So at the end of the day, I believe at the end of the day, that's what I do. And I guess one of my overseers, I don't know which one, but I don't think that's a big deal. Yeah, I fight for love and right, So saying that I fight for others is not a bad thing. It said, that's too bad. I was going to send you some drink, Sailor Moon. Well, most of these days, it is what it is. So, someone says, oh, do you fight for Borderland? Well, I fight for love and right. I fight for anyone who is fighting for love and right. So, I don't see why that was a big deal and why he or she felt they had to take that off my shout-out box. Or did one of my overseers do that? And I only have 2 of them right now that are on, so... Or he do it himself. Well, I guess... I don't know. I guess he did it himself. I guess he or she did it themselves. Because I can't see Sailor Moon or I can't see, whatever, someone else doing that. So I guess he did himself. It says, Sailor Moon, what do you think about... Okay, now that's something that needs to be blocked. That's something that needs to be hushed there. So, yeah, now I get someone on there asking me what I think about black folks. Well, let me just tell you, I love and care about everyone. No need of the cast of their skin, or the speech they speak, or the worship that they follow, or from who their forekin were, or what land they come from. Does that answer so-and-so's asking? And you might wonder why he got hushed. Because anytime someone asks you something like that, it's almost as if they're putting you out there to see if you're a kind hater or something. Well, I'm no kind hater. So if you're putting it out there to see if you're going to get me to say something wrong, well, it didn't happen. It said, what do you think about the game Deadly Gear? Deadly Gear. I don't know. I never played that game, so I can't tell you what I think of that game, to be earnest with you. So I don't truly know, what I thought of that game. I mean, I played a lot of film games. Most of them was most of them was a Sailor V film game. And now most of the time it's the Sailor Earth one. And I spent a lot of time playing WWE games. And they're hard and always get beat, But then again, I always lose on the Sailor V games and the Sailor E games too. It said, "What time is it, Sailor Moon?" So, holy much did Sailor Moon. I don't know. I don't know how much this one was worth. We bought this one back around, I'm going to say around, I'm going to say at least around the ninth. We're going to say we bought around, oh God, we're going to say at least we got around the ninth month. Or no, we're at the 10th month of 2008 YL. We didn't get here until the 10th month of 2008 YL. I don't know how much it was worth, but I know if you go on Amazon or War Woman or Fight Woman or even eBay, it will going to worth you a lot more. But I don't know how much I was worth. And I don't think that same seller isn't on there anymore. But if you look hard enough, you'll probably end up seeing the same kind of me. And one of these days, one of my goals is to get all the squeeze dolls, or at least of the selves that I don't already have already. And we'll read some more stuff we've got here. It goes, do you think Sailor Moon there would be to beat evil with Saddam Hussein's years ago? Well, why are we talking about him for? Why are we talking about Saddam Hussein for? I mean, to be earnest with you, yeah, I don't know why we're talking about him for. I mean, yeah, it was sad that he did a lot of evil things to folks, and stuff like that. And he got put to death for his sins against mankind and womankind. It was sad, but he was guilty of doing sinful and unlawful things to others. That's all I'm going to say there. Salman, what do you think of, where did you get that doll? Amazon or Fighter Woman? It was Amazon where I got it from in 2008 YL. And I already answered that asking thing the first time. So we're going to see what's going to happen here. All right. Shit. Nah. Now it's starting to go weird where I don't want it to go. And look, I'm sorry about hitting you, by blocking you by mistake. I'm sorry. Yeah, let's undo that. Look, I'm sorry about blocking at one. I'm sorry about that. So forgive me for that. Hopefully it will let me show it again. Yeah, there we go. All right. I'm fucking up here, making mistakes. And this is where, this is probably the grounds to why I mostly run my shout out box myself. It said, I have a friend who's named Nick, who goes to say he's a big follower, but he doesn't have a YouTube fairway. Well, tell Nick thank you for being a big follower of my show or of my work. So I got 7 followers, and someone might say, well, you did some hushing and locking. Yeah, because you think my overseers would have handled that, but I guess they're not on on my live stream now, or they would have caught it. So let's just say that the things that these folks were talking about were not needed. And one was hushed and locked by mistake. So, yeah. It said Sailor Moon. Will Sailor Moon craft a... I don't even know which one you're asking me about. To be earnest with you, I don't know. You know. So I don't know, what kind of reckoning you're asking me to make. Because at the end of the day, I don't no, I don't think I will I don't think I'll make that one. I know someone named Peter who sadly loves your show or your show. Well, thank you. Tell Peter, whoever he is, thank you for that. Yeah, now I'm getting folks that love my show. Anyway, so yeah. Will you never make... No, I did have one back in the day, as I told you. I did have a Discord fairway back in the day. Back in 28 between while I did. Everything was good. I was, I had a likeness up, a little bit about myself. I was having talks with some folks, and everything was great. And then one day I go on, and I get met with this slide of shit telling me, yeah, when Discord locks you, they draw this drawing of a shit, and it tells you, you've been blocked. If you want to know why you've been blocked, get a hold of a Discord overseer. And every time I seek to make another Discord, Ava tells me, A, your handle has already been taken, your step word is either weak or already been taken, or your wire is too weak or already been taken. So yeah, I can't make one because every time I do, it always takes some way to not make it happen. So I guess that answers your asking thing. I most likely think what happened was someone on that website, and it's just my guess. It's someone on that website probably said, "Oh, I don't like how you play a Sailor Moon," or "How about this one?" Someone on the website probably truly got angry or got irked that I write in big runes, big runes, and probably blocked me on that. I don't know. Like I was going to want to get a hold of a Discord overseer so he or she could then tell me something like, I don't like the way you play the Sailor Moon, or I don't like how you write in big runes, or whatever the fuck their forgiveness would have been. So I just said forget it. And anytime I want to get back on Discord, it's the same song and tale. Sorry, your handle's already been taken. Sorry, your step word is too weak. Sorry, your interweb, your inner wire has already been taken. So no, that's never going to happen. The only things I have is YouTube or UA or Facebook or Learbook or Twitter or Gale. That's it. If you're asking me about other websites, the answer is going to be no. It says, which Sailor Moon self would you... Okay, that's it. Okay, now you're hushed now. Oh, geez, I wish that I had. Geez, I wish, Well, I guess I'm going to have to make someone else an overseer besides the ones they're already on. All right. Shit. Hold on, do that. What I want to do is make you a... Oh, okay, here it is. There. All right, here we go. That was a mistake. All right. My mistake. I meant to make you an overseer, not to block you or or not, from my YouTube fairway. I didn't mean to do that. So now you're now a overseer in my shout out box. So you can see all the ones I already hushed and locked by, you know. It says, anyway it goes, too many trolls on a live stream. Sailor Moon followers are always out. Yeah, it is what it is. There's always new haters or trolls or whatever they want to call themselves, that come out of the woodwork. New folks that are willing to take up arms and start something that's been dead since 23rd between YL. Some folks that wish that they could start 2008 YL to 29 until 23rd between YL again. Folks that want to go back to those old days. Yes, sadly. It says, it is what it is. It said, my friend is also a Sailor Moon doll gatherer. Well, I'm glad to hear that. So, anyway, the only thing I can say is that, let me see. No, yeah. All right. The average YouTube us name, you're overseer now of my shout out box. Sorry that I blocked you by mistake, because I meant to make you an overseer, but I made a mistake and hit the wrong thing. So forgive me for that. Yeah, and it seems that even though the one thing works, it seems that the remove or takedown tool doesn't work. You click on it, it's still there, which is kind of sad. Well, I guess so. If that's what you want. Unless you're going to come back to my live stream every single time. If you're only going to be here once, it's not really going to mean much. So one thing doesn't work. You can't take anything off your live stream. Yes, you can time them out. Yes, you can hush them. Yes, you can block them, I guess. But you can't take them off. I can't take them off. That's broke. And if you're reading my shout out box, you know some of the ones that I'm talking about. Not the ones where the hidden word, because that was one where I hushed by mistake, and then I let it get back on. This one right here, I don't know, something, yeah. I can't, this will not go off. I hit that one, and it's still there. So there's really nothing I can do. It's sad. So now I get to see that sad thing on my shout out box. I can't take it off, and I don't think you can take it off either. Oh, that's wonderful. Can I hide it? Yeah, I already hided it, but then dumbly it's going to be there. It's like, what do you do? You can't do nothing. It's like broke. Oh my God. Not really much I can do about it. So now I get this shameful thing. It says right here that I just can't take off. Come on. I hit on it, but it's still there. Yeah, and if I hit refresh, you know what that's going to do? It's going to kick me on the live stream. The live stream will then be over, and I don't want to do that. So it's like, fuck. Oh, it's just so fucked up. It is. So what I'm going to have to do is go back into YouTube, and while this is going on, click on. I got it, yeah. All right. But no, I can watch my own live stream while I'm making my live stream, but it doesn't really shift anything. So now I got this really shameful thing written by someone, and I can't do anything to take it off. And he's the same one that asked me about, oh, you got our Discord for them and other shit. So the only thing I guess I have to do is no, go back. What I can do is undo the blocking just so I can do it again, I guess, to him. Will that work? We'll see. But I still see it. So yeah, I still see it. It said I still see it. Oh no, it's not him. Not at all. It's someone goes by Vitio, I guess, Renegade, whatever. It will not let me take it off. And it's my shout out box. And that's broke. So if I can't take it off and I'm the owner of the shout out box or whatever, it's not going to let you take it off either. See if it'll let you take it off, but I think it probably will not. It'll probably just let you do everything I can do, but it'll probably say, sorry, can't take off. Whatever, he's hushed now, so it is what it is. So anyway, yeah, everything's doing all right. I wish I could take that one thing off my shout out, but sadly I can't do that. And I don't think any of you can. Like, I don't think you can go through and take that one thing off. It probably won't let you either. Yeah. And then let's say someone comes on my YouTube live stream, sees that written there, and then wants to flag it. Yeah. Then I get well, first off, I'm not the one who wrote that there. And yeah, we all know how fun that goes. So now I got to go and write feedback while I'm on a live stream and tell them that something in the shout out box isn't working. Yeah, can not take down worker off a shout out box. How did they break that? I don't know. Now let's go and share this shit. Let's see how far it'll let me go. Shit, come on. I hate this. I want to underline it, but it's like being like a shithead. There we go. There. There, I took care of that. Well, no, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. Let me go on here. No, he wasn't. He didn't do anything wrong. But it keeps. Oh yeah, now it's not showing that. So now it's working. Now I don't have to see that shit. Thank God. Yeah, but now it's gonna let me see this shit now. Okay, whatever. Nothing I can do about it. No, he wasn't. But I think he may have taken his own word. I think he may have taken his. I think that the one you're talking about, Grace Dam, I think he may have taken he or she may have taken their word off my shout out box. I didn't hide them at all. I didn't block them or hush them or anything like that. So anyway, sadly, there's nothing I can really do about, you know. So I don't know why I keep saying yeah. I think what happened was with him. No, 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 no. With him, he may have taken it off. I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, it is what it is. There's something broken on the shout out box. You can't take anyone off. Even you can't. Even if I made you, yeah, you can. It won't let you do it either. It's a Sailor Moon. Who is your beloved? Um, okay, that's it. Yeah, getting so many of them out there. Well, now, yeah, well, it is what it is. So now we got, yeah. Sometimes you just got to handle your shout out box yourself sometimes. If your overseers aren't going to do it, I guess. So it is what it is. Let me set some oversights for my shout out box. One, they're going to follow the YouTube, they're going to follow the followership oversights. But also, one, if it has anything to do with kind hating, anything to do with any kind of sinful and unlawful things, it's going to get hushed and locked. And also the standards which I hope my overseers are going to uphold. So there's the things to look for. I'm sorry I didn't tell anyone what to look for, but now you do. Now you do. Ow, ow, ow. And I think that why some folks like to do that on one shout out box is so they can, get them in a bind. So they can hope that they say something. So they can say, oh, well, you said something or you did something. Let me go get your flag now. Because you know how some of these folks are. So you know how some of them behave like. Well, ho, ho, ho. Oh, I know, that's fun, though. Really nothing I can do about that one thing. You hit takedown, nothing happens. You hit hush, yeah, that works. Hide worker, yeah. Hide fairway, that works. Timeout, yeah, that works. You want to hit remove, forget about it. You can't take them down. So, anyway, yeah. So I had 6 followers, no, 6 watchers, 6 onlookers or seers. No way to know if they're followers of my fairway or not. And some new overseers, which I hope they'll help me uphold the followership oversights of the YouTube or UWays followership oversights, and hopefully hush and lock and folks that I feel are stepping over the row. Now, I wouldn't be making folks overseers unless I felt they would help me do this. But they're just going to, yeah. Yeah, well, don't worry, because I probably caught him before you did. So if it's anything that's sinful and unlawful, anything that, has to do with kind hating or other really bad things or evil things, or anything that going against the followership oversight of the website or at least on my shout out box, you can hush them, hide them, hide channel or hide the fairway. That's like the equivalent thing. A timeout, oh, I don't think that's going to really work that much. Why would I want to put anybody in timeout? Oh, unless they made a mistake or something, and you're like, oh, sorry. Yeah, that's one thing. But you can't take anyone off the shout out box. It doesn't work. It's my shout out box and won't let me take anything off. So it is what it is. Let's get on to talking about something else here. So everyone also wants to know, am I still the fighter of love and rights, Sailor Moon? And the answer would be yes, I am. If anyone sees any of that stuff on their end, I would guess not. Let me know if you're still seeing certain things, because I can't do anything about it if you still are. Like if you're still reading stuff, some really bad thing that I guess the vicious renegade wrote down, or the mean out, what the English word for a renegade is. What is it? An outlaw? I guess so. Yeah. If you're still reading his things, I can't do anything about it. Yeah, I can hide his fairway. Yeah, I can put him on timeout. Yeah, but I can't take any of that off. So if you're still seeing it, I'm sorry. Well, thank you for all of those things, And I don't want someone at YouTube or U-Hole or U-Side or U-Way, saying, someone wrote this shameful thing on your shout-out box, and it goes against the followership oversight. Well, I'm going to say, I hushed him. I hided his fairway. I would have taken it down, but you wouldn't let me because it was broke. Then I sent it to you on feedback about it. So anyway, yeah. Oh. Anyway, yeah, we'll see how that goes. So there are other folks I want to get on I got to get soon in the upcoming. Well, that'd be the Squeeze Dolls from, I know there's Filet and Pra. I know that the Four Witches all got plushes. I know Anna from the Doom Tree Outsider, she's got a plush. I know that Young Queen Serenity, myself, and King Endymion, or we should also say, Elderling Endymion, or Elderling Darian's got a plush of himself. And yeah, there's a plus of Sailor Star Maker and Sailor Star Healer. The ones that, and if there is a plush for Emerald, which I haven't seen it, or one for Diamond, because I haven't seen those. But I still need to get Diamond and Emerald, at least I get those. But I haven't seen them in plush at all. I haven't seen them in squeeze at all, to be honest with you. And you can get, by you go on eBay to get them, and they're worth a lot. And there's no squeeze offshoots of them. These are just the ones that are out there. No, I do not. No, he does not. Salem does not. What else do we gotta say here? Sailor Moon said. Oh, geez. I don't know how many other folks are gonna come on our live stream or not. I know that this live stream makes up for the first one that we made earlier, and something was done in it that we don't need to talk about anymore. So anyway, let's see. So yeah. Anyone else who wants to be a overseer? Well, we said half of the. Yeah, that's about half of everyone on here. Got about half everyone on here. Yeah, half of them got like hushed and locked. And when I was talking earlier about they want to seek to do something that was dead and buried. Well, yeah, with picking on Dwayne, bullying Dwayne is dead. It's been dead since 23rd between YL. It started in 2008 YL and it ended in 23rd between YL. It's over. And some of these haters and trolls, whatever you want to call them, just want to hopefully start up something that's been dead. So it is what it is. It said, what's your beloved film game? Well, my beloved film games, as I told you, I like the Sailor V games, the Sailor E games, and the WE games, but they're all too hard for me. Oh, this is sad. Now I'm losing everyone. I had at least about 6 or 7. Now I got down to 1 and 3 thumbs up. I know someone's going to say, oh, well, that's right. Yeah, well, it is what it is. Why should I worry that much about it? But I guess, yeah, it is what it is. And someone kept asking me, oh, well, sorry for that yawn. But I don't skim or cut anything out of my films. Sorry, they don't happen. And I think the next time I ever do a live stream, whenever that's going to be, sometime next month, I'm probably going to have all my friends in here. I think I will be doing a team film sometime this week or next week. I don't know when I'm in the mood. With my fellow sailor fighters, it'll probably have to be the inners. I don't know about the outers. We'll see how that goes. If I do a live stream again, sometimes I'll probably have, all of them in. Well, sorry for that yawn. That came out. It said, do you have some kind of stream reckoning or a stream name? Once again, the only websites that I have reckonings on or fairways on is YouTube or Uway, Facebook or Learbook, or Twitter or Gilgil. That's it. I don't have any reckonings or fairways of any other website. Sorry. Those are the only other websites that I have, fairways on, or reckonings, which I have fairways on through them. That's it. It said, what gender are... Why are you asking me this? All right, this is it. See, this is it. Now, you're not only going to lose being an overseer, which is the least of your hang-up. Now, you're going to be locked. And if that knocks me back, oh well. So, there you go. More haters coming out of the woodwork, sadly. One troll that I sadly, made him an overseer because I thought he was trustworthy. He or she was not. So at the end of the day, the only ones I have now is this Grace Dan and the average YouTuber username. It is so sad. But at least they're the only ones I know of, at least wrote on my fairway. And it was Price. Yeah, Price. It was him or her. So there you go. So sometimes you got to do what your overseers can't do. Anyway, yes. So anyway, there's always going, and I know someone out there is going to bring up the whole, Oh, I got the right to free speech. Well, I got the right to free speech too, but it's a gift when you say it on my YouTube fairway. It's not a right. It's not a freedom on my shout out box. You want to say all that shit? Go somewhere else and say it. But you don't have the right or freedom to say it on my shout out box. So don't give me that I got the right to free speech thing as if I'm the Gabber, Reich, Earldom, or near Lawmote, and I just took your right of freedom away from you. Because that's how some haters and trolls roll like. They hide behind free speech, and then they'll come at you and say, you took away my right to free speech from me. Yeah, yeah, right. I'm not the Gaver, Rag, Earldominair Lawmote. I didn't take your right to free speech away from you. I took your gift to say it on my shout out box away from you. Or how about this one? They'll say something like, oh, grown-ups don't hush and lock. That's right. Grown-ups bully and they pick on folks. Yeah. All right, get back to what you were asking me. It says, someone goes, how many toys do you have? Have many of them. And there's a lot of them. And boxes and the shelves over there, many of them. Sundriest ones. It said, Sailor Moon, you slay all the haters. Was Ras Queen? I guess so. Christ was no troll. Yeah, when he's asking you, yeah, well, you saw what he asked. Well, it's my shout out box, and I hush and lock who I want. If I feel someone's doing wrong to me, they're hushed and locked. If you don't like that, you can leave. Yeah. Asking me who I like to look at or something. Anyway, where was I? So, yeah, I do have the right to hush and lock who I want from my shout out box. If I feel they're doing something that I don't feel is right, that I don't feel well with, I'll hush them. I'll hide their fairway. And if some folks can't handle that, well, they can leave. They can go to their own live stream and they can do their own shit. It goes, yeah. And if that makes some folks leave, oh well. Well, at least I'll know. At least I'll know the good ones from the bad ones. So anyway, yeah, not gonna put up with that shit. So yeah. Also, it goes. It said, now I would. Bam. Oh, there's another one. There's another one off the list. Asking me if he wanted to come over. Well, there's another one off the list. I know these folks out there think that they're going to make up. They're going to somehow get me to behave or get me to do things I once did from 2008 YL to 23rd between YL. That's done. That's dead. You're not bringing it back, anyone. You're getting hushed and locked, and that's the end of it. So anyway, I just want to say that what else do I want to talk about here? Oh, yeah. So there's folks who are followers, or at least they call themselves Sailor Moon followers. But these Sailor Moon followers like to say, oh, you're not a true Sailor Moon follower, you know. You're not a true Sailor Moon follower if you watch the Deeker Cloverway one. You're not a true Sailor Moon follower unless you got every single doll ever made and every single book ever drawn and written and laid. And you're not a true Sailor Moon follower if you don't know all the Dawn Landish borrow names. Yeah, I know. I had to deal with folks like that in the early days. Well, mostly, yeah. So sadly, that was always the thing. And folks always say, why you do this, Sailor Moon? Why do you come on and do this? Well, because no one else was doing it back in the day. I mean, yes, there was Mario, there was Sonic, there was SpongeBob, there was Mickey, you had all of them, and some other folks that I didn't know about, but they did all that. They were all squeeze dolls or whatever dolls they were. There was no one doing a Sailor Moon. So boom, I came along and did it. And yes, there was Sailor Moon Jacob. He was on YouTube at one time, but he's no longer around anymore. And then there was someone else who does it. I don't know how to say her name right, but if I go in my fairway and I put her down in my shout out box, I'll put down the handle. Then you folks out there can go see her work if you want to. All right, where was I? I think it may have been called Time Warrior Zella or whatever. Zelda. I don't know how her name goes. But there, yeah. She's the only other one that does what I do. But she doesn't only do Sailor Moon. She does other squeeze dolls from other drawing films or drawing shows. But besides her, the only one doing it's me. Well, there were some folks doing skits here and there, mostly show playing skits here and there, and that was about it. It says, so yeah. Anyway, yeah, so she's the only other one besides me that does it. And yeah, it seems I got a lot of haters and trolls coming out of the woodwork starting shit. Why? Who knows? But if they think that I'm going to start behaving or start doing what I did, how I handled things back in 2008 YL, the 23rd between, well, think again. Sailor Moon, you're getting an MCU offshoot this year. What is the MCU? I don't understand what the MCU is. Am I getting some other take on my show or in follow up or whatever? Because I don't know what MCU is. Forgive me, but I don't really know. It said it stands for Marvel Crafted Universe. Well, first off, I didn't even know that Disney and Toei got a deal to work with my show, to be honest with you. I didn't even know that Toei and Disney worked out a deal to work with my show. The only dealings that Disney had with my show was back when Disney owned Deep from between 95 YL till 20 YL. And they only had dealings with my show from between 95 YL to between 98 YL. I don't know that Toei and Disney have talks about working with my show. So yeah, your guess is good as mine. You know, and everyone, and everyone, keeps on asking me, where did I get this doll from? And I keep saying Amazon or War or Fight Woman, since Amazon is a Farsi borrowed word. They asked me, how much is it worth? I said, I don't know. Well, what else do I have here? What did I come with back in the day? Well, a stand, my half moon staff that has the Kaiserem silver hearse on it. All you folks always ask, what's the Kaiserem silver hearse? Well, here it is. See, here is the half moon staff. See it? And that thing right there is a crescent. That thing, that round thing in the middle, is the Kaiserem silver hearse. That thing right here. This. That thing right there. You see it? Okay, you see it now? That round thing is the Kaiserem silver hearse, which is on the round moon staff. Which, yes, I did have many other staffs throughout my 5 followings. And it can't really fit in my hand. You think it would fit in my hand, but sadly it does not. Or maybe it's the wrong hand. Maybe it's meant to fit in this hand. No, it does not. Can anyone ever get it to fit in my hand? No. Does any of you folks ever got it to fit in your hand? No, I guess the answer would be no. Yeah, well, sadly, it does not fit in my hand. Yeah, see? It does not fit in my hand at all. Yeah. And that's just one offshoot of it. The other one doesn't fit in my hand either. I wish it did, but it does not. But there were 2. Yeah, there has to be 2. Yeah, well, there is another one. I'll have to do some digging just to get that one. But it won't keep in my hand. The other one won't stick in my hand either, so. It said, yeah, it looks like, yeah. So anyway, it is what it is, That is one of the downsides of being an Irwin doll, or even a Bandai doll. I'm an Irwin doll, just to let you know. Nothing fits in your hand. And someone might say, how about you over sticky ooze it to your hand? Yeah, and I can never take it out then. So there you go. I think, yeah. Hey, yield. Yeah, it might be in this bag. The other one might be in this bag. Yep, there it is. Other things out of the way. But sadly, oh, fuck. Yeah, here's the other one, and it's not going to fit. It's not going to fit in my hand any more good than the other one did. But let's see. No, this one doesn't fit in my hand any more good than the other one did. Yeah, it has to go this way because it's shaped like that. And it doesn't fit in my hand. No, this one, but the other one will take. It fits. Why do I go that way? Come on. Hey, what do you know? I got it to fit. I got this one to go in my hand now. What do you know? And this is the one that came with me back in the day. Can you believe that? I got this one to fit. Could you mind see this, everyone? I got the round moon staff to fit in my hand. Yay! How long do you think it'll keep in my hand? Think I put my hey, I got it. You think I put it down? You know, you think what will happen, right? I got it to fit in my hand. I think I should tell folks about this. Well, I am telling you folks about this. But if I go tell everybody else about it, they'll be like, well, good for you. You got the fit in your hand. Wonderful, Sailor Moon. And this is the one that came with me. This is the staff that came with me back in the day. You know, this is the staff that came with me back in the day. Because I came in a box with a stand with the staff. That was it. Nothing else. So it is what it is. Everyone keeps asking me, oh, what is the Kaiserdom Silverhurst? It's this round thing in the middle of my round moon staff. That is a Kaiserdom Silverhurst. Because everybody kept asking me, what is it? What is the Kaiserdom Silverhurst? And yes, I did have a lot of haters and bully, a lot of trolls showing up and saying shit. Sadly, had to hush and lock a lot of them. And some of them I thought I could trust. But sadly, I could not. So, I don't know. I guess the next time I do a YouTube live stream, I don't know when that's going to be. But the next time I do a team film, which I don't know when that's going to be either, I don't know. I should have all my friends back on there again. No, I do not wrestle. You know, sorry, I do not wrestle because all this stuff would come off. My balls would come off. You know, the balls here, those would come off. And I didn't wrestle at all. Yes, I may have been the overseer of the TWF at one time, and I may have had like one match, I guess, with Queen Beryl back in McKeesport stead, and I guess 2012 or 23rd between YL and the TWF, but that was watered down, you know. And yes, I may have won the TWF 24/7 winnings once, but that was about it. So no, beyond that, I don't fight. I don't wrestle. I don't fight. You know. So anyway, you know, it is what it is, though. Well, thank you for asking. I guess the next time I do a live stream, I'll probably have all my friends with me. I don't know if they'll be the inners or the outers. The next time I do some kind of team film, I'll probably have the inners, I guess, in it, the outers in it. The last team film I made about 2 months ago. You can go and watch it on my YouTube, on my Fearway, if you want to. I made it about 2 months ago. It said, Sailor Moon, what do you say to the trolls? What do I say to trolls? Sadly, trolls and bullies want you to say something. They want you to do something. You know, they They want you to behave in a way so they can keep coming back for more. And I used to deal with them, or to say Dwayne used to deal with them from 2008 YL to 23rd between YL. But if you're asking me what the saying was, it goes, of I am the fighter of right, Sailor Moon. In the behalf of the moon, I right wrongs and I win over evil, which means you. Now that was my first deep saying. The Tudif one goes, I stand for love and right, Sailor Moon. In the behalf of the moon, I will handicap you. And yeah. But that's what you're saying, yeah. Most time I don't say nothing. I just hush and lock them, and that's it. You know? If that's what you're asking me about, hopefully I answered your asking thing. Well, it looks like this YouTube live stream is going to come to an end soon. I can't do it forever. I want to thank everyone who came on my YouTube live stream. Well, not the trolls or the bullies. I want to thank them. But everybody else who came on my YouTube live stream, the ones who became overseers, or at least the ones I made overseers. So, anyway, that's all the time I got here. If you like this film, then follow me over here at the Sailor Moon for Life. Watch the other film we made this morning, when Sailor Mercury or Sailor Quicksilver was fighting Stephanie McMahon. I, Sailor Moon, Serena, I'll see you later. Bye.